Hello, my name is William Harald-Wong. I am the founder and chairman of the Design Alliance Asia, currently represented in 14 countries. Mr. Irwan Hanoko has kindly invited me to look at some of your logos and perhaps to share my thoughts on 3 of them, which I find interesting or inspiring. So I'm going to just select the 3 logos because I think these stand out among the rest, but I will present them in no particular order. So I'm looking at the first logo, which is by Fatri Farizi. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. Farizi. So the logo incorporates one very vital element in its rationale, which I find is missing or not obvious in the other logos. And this is a thought process or critical thinking needed to solve a design problem. And I think this is a very important element in design, and it elevates everything, a logo or a leaflet or brochure or whatever you do, from just being decorative. The logo incorporates the classic golden ratio or the golden mean, which is a mathematical ratio commonly found in nature. So using the golden ratio in design, either in page layout or in product design or even in painting, produces organic and naturally looking compositions which are very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I like the fact that the logo taps into nature's very own design system. Visually, the logo is active and has movement. There is contrast between the organic and the geometric being the black square. There's a good balance between positive and negative spaces, which gives it a very dynamic form. The white letter spacing of the name Pradita is not successful. It weakens the name of your university. It is better for Pradita to be in a bold letter and to be flush left, because you have to be, this is your university, you have to be proud of it and to kind of project that very strongly. I'm now looking at a second logo which I find quite interesting. It's by, your name is Eliana Ika Widani. Okay. I think reading your rationale, I'm not so much convinced by your description of what the logo is as it relates to the form of the logo, but the words flexibility and imaginative are relevant to a visual communication faculty or study. I think the strength of this logo lies in its form making and clever use of gradated colors. It has a contemporary feel and has a nice balance between 2 contradictory attributes. It is friendly and yet it is edgy at the same time. I kind of like this logo. However, I don't understand why the D for design is reversed. It is a turn the other side, or a mirror image. Reversing the D so that the vertical edge is parallel to the vertical edge of the K does not make the logo stronger. People can't recognize the D as the letter D. So this logo that represents visual communication ended up with being quite confused in its actual communication, and that is not very good. But on the overall, I think this logo has very strong form making, and it's a good logo. I think if you design the D as the letter form D, I think it'll be more successful. So now let me scroll to the third logo, which I like, which is Richie Fernus Yoslinus. This is a classic geometric logo. It is simple and it is strong. It kind of reminds me of the Sotika logo, the ancient Hindu-Buddhist symbol of peace and well-being. Because a lot of people think of the swastika as the Nazi logo, but it is actually a symbol of the Buddha, and unfortunately, the Nazis turned it into a symbol of hate. But both logos are timeless and powerful forms, and I think this logo has that character as well. Also, there seems to be an optical illusion at work here, which is quite interesting. It feels like the three elements kind of exploded from a single piece, and the pieces can fall back into its original one-piece form. So there is a lot of movement in this logo, and it is almost like a visual maze where you can walk along the white space between the forms to discover what is around the corner. So it is really, to me, an exploration of self and the world, which is the ultimate objective of education. And this is a well-balanced logo. And interestingly, it is both static and it is moving as well. A very interesting contradictory resolution to the logo. Thank you.